It's time for the Teamstars Talkcast. Big boy. Sup, losers? It's me, your homie, Kevin, and this is my lovely assistant, Morgan Webb. Call that a fucking intro, Morgan? Jeez.
I got a sex change.
You got a sex change. He's a penis now.
He's a penis now?
Yeah, he's a penis now.
I changed my name to Penis Webb, bro.
Penis Webb. It's like that's what Spider-Man spews when he's like, when he comes, just like penis webs.
You know what? I think that makes sense for, Peter Parker?
Peter
Spider-Man
has penis webs?
Yeah, because it's a drill. The pig dicks are drills, and they come a lot.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Let's change the subject.
It's March 2019.
Yay, the third official tag team stars taking too fucking forever and ever.
Well, we already agreed it's once a month.
Yeah, but the non-viewers are waiting too long for these videos, my guy.
The people who aren't
watching these.
Yeah, they're.
We need more content. But anyway, if you at all caught on to my intro here, this is gonna be a gaming podcast. Woo! Hey, cute confetti.
We're experimenting this time.
Yes.
We're doing a two-parter. We're going to do recording one part for mostly the games that we've been playing. And the next part, we're going to talk about G4.
Yes, that's why I mentioned Morgan Webb. We plan on talking about G4 and X-Play, Attack of the Show, all those shows that aren't cops.
It died a couple years ago, that channel.
Yeah, because it was playing nothing but cops. Everyone's favorite fucking show. I don't know how many times I can hear Bad Boy before I realize that they weren't talking about a video game.
Also cheaters.
Yeah. Ugh, cheaters. Oh, movies that don't suck. How many fucking times can I watch a trauma movie on G4?
Did they have those? Which ones did they show?
Toxic Avenger. Just
That's
the popular one.
Okay, makes sense.
And Spaceballs and stuff like that. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. We'll get to that. Right now, we're going to talk about some video games. Or, what happened. Well, what did you want to talk about, David? He's got this whole list here of shit he wants to talk about.
I'm more prepared this time.
Well,
trying to improve.
Maybe this will be a more collected podcast then, because this is going to be pure games and some other things. So why don't we get those other things out of the way?
Let's get so Alita.
Oh my god!
We both watched Alita.
That movie kicked ass. Oof.
You watched it recently. I watched it a couple weeks ago, and I think it's 5 out of 5.
It is my favorite movie to have come out this year. It was everything I wanted it to be. And I've been waiting for this movie since high school. Like, I remember James Cameron was, for years, was talking about this screenplay for this movie adaptation he wanted to do with this manga.
Like, more than a decade or something, right?
Yeah, for a long time. And I've been in the know. It's just like, dude, I want to see this. I want to see this adaptation. And I finally read the manga, a few years back. And, the parts, I didn't finish it, but the parts I did read were what got adapted. And beat for fucking beat. Even specific spots and everything were dead on with the manga or the OVA or whatever. Dude, it was straight up I even got like deja vu watching that movie. The CGI was remarkable. She felt real. Maybe she looked a little uncanny, but she felt real. And that's in part due to the CGI and her performance. Rosa Salazar?
Yeah.
Dude.
It was tracking.
She sold that. And I knew the moment she did when, in the audience, she got hurt. Spoilers, she gets hurt in the movie. She's a battle angel.
A lot of people get hurt in this movie.
But specifically her, a few members in the audience gasped, and I was like, she sold that. She is Alita.
In my audience, there were people that were laughing at some of the dumb shit she did.
Like what?
Well, not dumb, oh, that's dumb, but the cutesy, adorable, dumb shit she did.
I give you my heart.
That one especially, yeah.
No, but that got intense.
Well, the part afterwards, she was like, that was intense, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, ha! Yeah.
Someone was like that? What a dumbass.
No, they were laughing. It was maybe...
I know, but that scene isn't even remotely funny.
I
I actually had a Mexican dude, behind me, making fucking phone calls throughout the movie.
Wait. I think I had one too, or another movie I saw recently.
Where?
Maybe it was the same guy.
Dude, he just like stalks people and like, it's just like,
Did you go to the AMC?
Yeah, I did.
Motherfucker.
It might have been him.
Wait, he watched it twice and then made phone calls?
He's just like, hey, these jackasses are going to talk about it on their gay-ass podcast no one wants to listen to. Better go talk shit. Better make phone calls so they can talk about it.
He didn't even leave the theater in mind. He just stayed there and fucking talked. And like the beginning of the movie is ridiculous.
What a dick. Like, I was 5 seconds away from getting up and be like, yo, you're ruining my fucking experience. You want to shut up? Or get out? That's that.
If you had 3D glasses, you could have just like...
I wish.
Here's 3D, motherfucker! Decked his ass.
I wish I could have seen it in IMAX, dude.
Was it on IMAX? Did they show it on IMAX? I'm not sure.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, yeah, that would have been cool, yeah. Oh, have you seen a movie in D-Box? Do you know what it is?
I haven't seen a movie in IMAX.
But do you know what D-Box is?
No.
It's a theater seat, in which it vibrates, swivels, and like tilts and yawns with the movie.
The 4D experience thing they have
on
Cinepolis?
Kinda, yeah. Oh, not the one there, no.
But it's similar.
I don't know, I've never been in that one, but D-Box is a fucking experience, dude. I watched Hardcore Henry in that. Ooh. It was really awesome. And I watched the Blair Witch Project one, which is not a great movie, but in that experience it made it better. Right. It made it better. In the drone shots, it like lifted you, and it's like, whoa!
Really?
Yeah, dude, it's really cool.
David, promise me that one day me and you will have an experience like that. Because I've never even been to IMAX. If we can do that for like a movie, I would think that'd be awesome, especially with you, because you seem like you know your shit.
Yeah, it's just really fucking expensive.
I would.
It's like $20 a ticket.
I wish I could have seen Alita in IMAX, because I love that and like Blade Runner 2049.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can actually buy your own D-Box chair, and they'll send you like the files to have. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but shit's like $1,000.
That's $1,000.
But once I get a good job and pay off my mortgage and all this shit, I know what I'm getting when I retire.
Dude, when I retire, I'm getting myself a life-sized Guts statue and an equivalent-sized Eva unit, and just jack off to them like every day, and be the degenerate weeboo that I am on the inside.
So is Guts' sword gonna like stab you, and that's how you die?
No, it'll be made out of foam. Everything else will be made out of like metal, but it'll be out of foam.
Well, you can add like never mind. I was trying. Jesus Christ, Kevin!
I
was trying to make you have a very cool death.
Oh, shut up! I'll be murdered by my own fucking obsession. She's like, ooh, faggot, he wants a Gatsu fucking statue. She's like, that's why I got the Eva unit. I'll be like, hey, mommy, what's going on? For those of you who've never seen Evangelion, watch it and you'll get that reference. Or not, because...
Oh, the character mommy, right?
No.
No?
No, you gotta rewatch it.
Okay.
Evangelion is deeper than fucking, I don't know, Mariana Trench. Gotta open your eyes to the possibilities, my guy.
Robin Williams approves.
Robin Williams was a godlike human being.
Have you seen that clip?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
I think it was a creepy movie. I remember reading about it. I want to see it, because after reading about it, it's like...
Yeah, I heard about it too.
He stalks his lady or some shit.
Yeah, because he wants a family like them.
Anyway, Alita.
That was Alita. I would 100% recommend... Listen, it's not a serious movie, but it's the most faithful adaptation I've ever seen, and it may as well be the greatest, like, anime adaptation ever made. In American audiences.
Right. Well, I haven't even watched the original material, but I had a blast watching it.
It was such a good... That scene where she punches Gruishka in the face. Mm-hmm. That scene actually upsets me, because they used the character from the OVA, and I've never seen the OVA. I'm more familiar with the manga.
Yeah.
His name is Makaku, and he's like he's the same character, but he was like a human, like, scum that they, like... They turned him into like a slug cyborg or whatever, but then they gave him like this mech suit that he has now, and that's what he uses to fight Alita. Mm-hmm. But in the OVA, they merge Makaku and I forgot the other character's name together, and then they make Gruishka. And I guess to easily adapt it, since I have a character.
Well, also the movie went on a bit. It didn't go on too long, but like it was a long movie, you know.
Yeah, I was actually surprised. I felt like it was short. Like I just wanted more.
The pacing was good.
And she fights
a lot of stuff happened, but it felt it didn't feel like it was going too fast.
We're doing spoilers, by the way. In fact, we'll put spoiler warning in the video since we didn't mention it earlier.
Yeah.
But one thing I do want to mention is that okay, so the ending scene between Alita and Hugo on the wire, that was supposed to be played out as the ending of the movie, but they kept going as if the fight with Nova is supposed to be the end of the movie, even though it doesn't happen until like way later.
Well, if they ended it right there, it would have been more of a cliffhanger.
Maybe.
Because then it'd be like, oh, no, that happened.
It might have been too sad of an ending.
Yeah, I think it ended great. Especially
with
Edward Norton.
Or Edward Norton blew my mind. I remember going to my friend, is that the dude from Fight Club? I was like, oh, man, I think it is. He's just like, whatever. And I'm just like, oh, fucking Edward Norton. I lost my shit.
Yeah, I love Edward Norton. When I saw that, I was fucking out of my mind.
Edward Norton is so selective with his movies too. So
he doesn't make a lot of shit. It's crazy. I think the last movie he was actually in that was released recently was Sausage Party.
He was in Isle of Dogs.
Oh, was he in that too?
He was one of the dogs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was more recent.
I remember getting happy even just knowing he voices one of the dogs. It was a good movie.
Have you seen Sausage Party?
Was it good?
It's weird. It's very raunchy, but like for the sake of raunchiness, I think it's not really. I don't know. The jokes didn't really land too much with me. A lot of stereotypes, a lot of bullshit. Norm was like a Jewish bagel.
He was?
Yeah, something like that.
So what's next on the agenda, David?
Well, now that we're done with movies, games that I played recently. Well, just to preface this, I had the My Best Buy Gamers Club membership 2 years ago, because it's a 2-year membership, for $30, and with that you get 20% off new video games. Doesn't matter when they were released. If they're new in the store, you get 20% off. If it's a fucking $50 game released 3 years ago, you get $10 off. It was great. Any sort of game.
Sounds great.
I bought a shitload of Wii U games when the Wii U was going out, and mine ended in February, so I made sure to buy most of the upcoming games, DMC 5 and Resident Evil 2, Kingdom Hearts 3, before it ended. But the thing that pissed me off is that they did not warn people about it so they could buy another membership. They just ended it abruptly. I mean, they let people keep their membership.
Yeah.
But they didn't tell anyone that it was going to happen. They just fucking ended being able to renew it.
I remember hearing that, and a lot of people were upset about it.
I was fucking pissed. Because it was such a good deal.
And well, what happened then? Like, what happened to the people who still had the membership?
Well, mine ended in February. So, I don't have that privilege anymore. I don't get 20% off on new games.
But you did until then, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's still good. I mean, at least they still acknowledged it.
Yeah, but it had... If it was 3 months, I could have fucking bought it, but I didn't. I should have bought more fucking memberships of it. I should have extended it. But I didn't think they were going to end it, you know?
I think David, that was more than enough considering it lasted for 2 whole years. You know?
Yeah, but fuck them.
No, fuck them, yeah, for sure. And then Amazon followed suit, like, right after.
No, I think it was more a response to Amazon ending their shit. Amazon had their 20% off new games that were releasing, upcoming new game release program, I think. And Best Buy came out with their membership to compete. It was a much better deal.
I don't know who ended theirs first, because the whole reason why I got Amazon Prime was for that, and for free shipping.
Right. But Amazon started it, and then ended it, and then Best Buy reacted to both.
I was more pissed off about Amazon than anything. Because I remembered when they announced that, I just went on a fucking spree of, alright, I gotta pre-order this, pre-order that, pre-order this, pre-order that, pre-order this.
Yeah.
I just went crazy. To the point where I started getting games that I didn't even remember pre-ordering.
Oh, fuck.
But at the end of the day, I was like, well, cool. Like, I have this game now.
Yeah. Well, another thing with the Best Buy is that you also get rewards when you buy it. So I think I got in total maybe $50 worth of rewards just for buying shit that I normally didn't. That's just free money, dude. Amazon doesn't give me that shit unless you have their credit card. And if you had the Best Buy credit card, you get more rewards and that shit. But I don't think I'm going to be buying new games at Best Buy as much anymore. I mean, there's not many new games I want to buy anyway. I think from now on, I'll just have to wait till the shit goes on sale.
Uh-huh.
But that's gonna suck for Nintendo Switch games when I get a Switch.
Yeah,
because Nintendo fucking keeps their prices up.
Yeah, they really do. That's why I never wait to get games anymore, because they never, ever drop in price unless there's some special sale. And even then, it's only like 20% off or like 33% off, which, in my opinion, is not enough to... Like, if I just so happen to be getting that game, and it's like, oh, okay, well, I mean, that's just added bonus.
I think Nintendo's the only first party that does that, though. I think Sony discounts their games after a while, after a bit. Not like months after, like third parties do, but definitely after like a year or so, they starts discounting their games.
Yeah, for sure. See, and Sony makes it easy, because like after a while, their games just end up being like $20, like all worth it.
Yeah. But with the Best Buy memberships, they were $16. Fuck Best... God. I'm pissy about that.
More like fuck Bezos. Like...
Well, he can kill anyone. Like, he's probably... Do you think he's killed people?
Bezos?
Yeah. He's like the richest legal man. Like, richest man that we know of. Like, there's probably... Like, princes and shit that have insane amounts of wealth that we don't know about.
Uh-huh.
But, like, the most public rich man, like... Do you think he's killed people? I wouldn't be surprised if he has.
I feel like there's a lot of rich people have had people whacked. You know, like let's say Japan. Like, there's so many people associated with the Yakuza. Like,
is there?
Well, you can only assume.
Oh. Yeah, because we're not news reporters and the shit.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we can only assume.
But like, come on, you swear that higher ups aren't related to the mobs or stuff in some way? Or, like, having some sort of hitman or something. It's all in movies. Like, you think, no one actually does that, but people do get killed.
They exist,
yeah.
You know Leon the Professional?
Yeah.
You know how much he was paid each kill?
Wait.
Do you remember?
No.
$5,000 in the 90s.
Really?
Yeah. And I rewatched that movie recently, and I'm like, $5,000? That doesn't seem like a lot of money. You know what I mean? But, you know, inflation... Maybe it's like $20,000 now, but that's a movie price, you know. I don't know how much it actually is to kill someone, but I don't think it's actually that expensive.
You gotta go on Onion sites, dude.
What?
Onion sites.
Oh, I thought you were talking about The Onion. Like the publication.
But you have to go on The Onion to get a... That's probably like an application. That's probably like an article they have on their website.
Yeah.
Just Onion now offering Hitman prices or whatever.
Sponsored by Hitman 2.
There you go. Speaking of Hitman, I was actually going to segue into more video games. Have you ever played Hitman?
They're like a puzzle game, kind of.
Isn't it the game
but it's
where
also stealth.
You just kind of have to find the best way to pull off your mission?
Well, it's not about the best way. It's about what you want to do. I mean, in most of the missions, you can just get a gun and shoot them and run out.
I would think the game encourages you to find the quickest way to get it done without getting caught. No?
Well, there's more about doing the interesting things. Like, I remember the first game that's like, I played it, you can kill a guy in the sauna by busting up the thermometer. You can get a box of roses and put a shotgun in it or something.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, I think it's more about finding the interesting and fun, crazy shit you can do. Yeah, Hitman's cool. They're still making them, which is I'm surprised by. People are still buying it. Yeah, Hitman's cool.
Jesus Christ. Hey David, did you play DMC 5?
Yeah, I did.
What did you think of it?
I played like the first 3 missions because I played another game I'll talk about later, but I played up to where the demo was, so I haven't actually played much farther than that. But you know, it plays pretty good. The combat's awesome. Except for Nero. I mean, Nero's cool. Nero's fine. I played DMC4 recently, but I just prefer Dante's combat a lot more.
I heard Dante's just kind of like the variable character. Like, he can just do...
Oh, he can do a lot. Yeah. He has, like, all the moves and weapons and... most of the weapons and shit from all the other games.
V looks easy as hell.
I'll comment more on that next month, but It is cool they have 3 characters though. And I think some
like
missions you can switch. You can pick which one you want to go with in the mission.
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, but it looks fucking awesome. That's another thing with DMC5 and Resident Evil 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm going to talk about that also. But it's like games nowadays for these recent games, they're going for more realistic looking graphics, and for DMC5 and RE2, it looks amazing. Like the RE engine.
I was playing Resident Evil 2 the other day.
Yeah.
That game looks phenomenal, and it plays like butter. Like, I have not experienced any delays or, what do you call it?
Load times?
No, well, I have to reload the game.
Well, yeah, when you die you do, but there's no load times, I think, really.
No, there's no load time. There's no chugging.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like there's no frame drops?
Frame drops.
Yeah.
It feels so good to play. It looks fantastic, and I had a great time playing that. Not done with it. I haven't had... It's such a short game. I feel like I'm like halfway there already, but I'm not...
What character did you start with? Because you can pick...
Leon.
You picked Leon? Yeah.
Fun. If you do not pick Claire or Leon in your first run through Resident Evil 1 or Resident Evil 2, you are an absolute bitch, and you have to reevaluate your life. Fact. Let me guess, you picked Chris and fucking Claire, right?
I
gotta stick with the Redfields.
No, I did, I think I did Chris first in Resident Evil 1. Actually, I don't remember. I honestly don't remember who I did first in Resident Evil 1. But no, I picked Leon in Resident Evil 2. So, and I think that's actually the best. I played the game about 4 times. Huh?
Because you can punch boulders.
That's Resident Evil 5.
No, that's Resident Evil 1.
That's in Resident Evil 1?
Yes! You punch boulders. That's where that came from.
Okay. I don't remember that shit at all.
It was in the first game.
I'll take your word for it, and if not, the viewer will laugh at you, Kevin.
We're gonna laugh at you. You know what? I said something... I don't know if I said it on the podcast or if we, like... It was just off the recorder. But I remember making... I've been really into... I've been experiencing Turtle Mania. Is that what they called it?
You're going turtle crazy.
I think that's what it was called, like in the 80s where Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out, and it was the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, movies, games, TV shows, live plays, live TV shows.
Musicals. Acts, yeah.
They had like a crossover with Ninja Turtle. I mean, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah.
But I've been like really nostalgic for Turtles in Time, the arcade game. Specifically the SNES version, but they're about the same games. But I think I said in one of the last 2 podcasts that Razor and Toka were in fact not in the arcade game, and they were only in the SNES game. I was wrong, but I got them confused.
Now you die.
Razor and Toka are in the arcade game, but they got moved to the special stage that was only in the SNES game. And in their place, they put in Bebop and Rocksteady, who weren't in the arcade game, which is fucking insane to me. How do you not have, like, 2 of the coolest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle villains in one of your main Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games?
So they weren't in the arcade version?
No, but they are in the SNES version.
I think it makes sense. I mean, I'm just speculating, but, you know, it was made by Konami, by Japanese developers. If they weren't that up on the cartoon, you know, because I think Bebop and Rocksteady were part of the cartoon characters, right?
Yeah, they were.
So if I think maybe they got feedback by America to put them in later in the SNES version, you know, I think that makes sense.
It's funny too because it makes more sense them being in the SNES version.
Yeah,
because they're in a level that makes more sense to the movies.
Isn't it in just in the streets or whatever?
No, Razor and Toka are moved to the Technodrome.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And Bebop and Rocksteady take over the pirate level, which is cool because they actually look like pirates. And in the movies, they're just like a dog and a turtle that got mutated. And they're just like big dumbasses who are like love Shredder or whatever. Like, daddy, you know.
Yeah.
I think if I fucked that up too, I'm sorry.
I remember that from the movie, yeah.
And in the game, it's just Razor and Toka. In the arcade version, they look kind of dumb. That, and another change that I love is that they changed Sandman from the arcade, which is boring as fuck. Like, I don't know what they were thinking.
What were they thinking?
Oh my god, we weren't making that reference! But we'll keep it in. They changed they changed him to Slash from the cartoon. He was like a one-off, but he was so fucking cool. He was the evil Ninja Turtle. And they brought him back, too.
Did you really watch the cartoon?
I watched some of it. I didn't watch all of it.
I think I watched more of the 2000 version that came out.
Ninja Turtles. 1, 2, 3, 4 turtles. Yeah. I don't know how the rest of it goes. I didn't like that one. I thought it was too edgy. But I'm an idiot, so whatever.
I was a kid. I don't want it. That one sucked. I'm gonna watch the old one. Like, no.
No.
It's on TV.
Nobody ever said that. But I like the comic of it. I think it's cool. Anyway.
You wanted to play it, right? I'm done to play it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna replay that with David just to see how fun it is. I already know it's gonna be fun as hell. But another thing I noticed, the arcade edition has this like a similar soundtrack. No, I think it's the same sounds, but the SNES one has a little bit more as the SNES version. And I don't know, but somehow in like downgrading their sound chip,
the fidelity of the sound.
Yeah, they end up sounding better. Like it just sounds more impactful, stronger.
Well, that
doesn't sound like.
Well, in terms of like putting music through a sound chip, it really depends on what kind of sound you're trying to make. I think because certain sound chips certain sounds will sound better, certain sounds will sound worse. So, I guess just depending on just with how the SNES chip worked, how the sound comes out, maybe less technically good. And it might not make such great technical sounds, but how it muddles and comes out the speaker in the SNES version is probably just better for you.
It's... Man, I lost my train of thought. Well, okay, so the arcade version makes the music sound... They actually sound like instruments. Like, it sounds more... Because I thought to myself, listening to the SNES one, man, what would this soundtrack sound like if it was like the actual instruments they're trying to replicate? Mm-hmm. And the arcade one is very close to those instruments they're trying to replicate, but it somehow sounds boring. Like it's really subdued. Yeah. And in the SNES one, it's just like and then the arcade was like it's like it's not strong.
Yeah,
it's like in the Rondo of Blood, the original one, the Richter's theme. Richter Belmont's theme. It's just like but then in the SNES one it's like it's like it just feels like more powerful, you know.
You mentioned the Chrono Trigger theme last time, and I went and re-listened to it, and I do think the SNES version's better just because of just what I noticed is the trumpets in the SNES sound a lot. It's more nostalgic, I guess. I think.
Yeah.
Instead of the actual instruments, it has just this. I listened to David Lee Roth interview on Joe Rogan podcast, and he described a concept that the Japanese use, I guess, according to him, called wabi sabi, which means it's perfect by being a little fucked up. So. I guess that correlates. It being not perfect in itself makes it better.
I think I've heard of that before.
Yeah?
I don't remember where, but I think I heard of that before. It might have been from King of the Hill.
It sounds like a thing they would say.
It was, you know what? Yeah, it was an episode where Bobby was like, he was growing roses, and he got an indoor light from a weed shop. And they were telling him about wabi sabi, about little imperfections that make it perfect.
Oh.
And he was like, "That's not perfect, Bobby. We gotta go by the book." And I like that episode. Or I don't. I don't know, but I remember that episode.
Good callback shit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's something I was gonna mention. Yeah, I saw like a comment on one of the videos I was watching about how the drums weren't as powerful as they... I keep saying powerful, but I can't really find... Like, they weren't as strong as they were in the arcade edition. And it's true. But in the SNES version, the slap bass is such a staple, dude. It's in the Round of Blood, too. Like, it's like, oh, it sounds so good coming out of the SNES. I guess certain sounds just sound better, like, on the Super Nintendo. But I don't hear anyone saying that the Genesis version is better than either, though. Like, people are divided on the arcade and the SNES OST, but the Genesis one just sounds like fart noises.
Yeah.
I don't know how anyone could think the Genesis sound system was good. Outside of maybe Sonic the Hedgehog. God, I hate the Genesis sound chip. God, it's not good.
Why you do this, God? What the fuck?
It's just like...
Don't blame me.
It's called the Genesis, for fuck's sake. You piece of shit.
It was his console. It's like, guys, I'm sorry. I had Judas working on it. He's an angel. Judas is an angel. The man who betrayed Jesus.
You did your job, man. Good job. You're up here now.
Alright, well, I think that's enough for that.
Well, for the Genesis, the sound, I think they try to improve it with the Sega CD. For sure, they try to.
Yeah.
But the Sega CD games were most of them were bullshit.
Except for
Sonic CD.
And we got the shitty soundtrack too. Or it's alright, but it's just not as good as the.
Is there a better one?
The Japanese one, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
But I think that's enough about ranting about
Turtles in Time.
I started with a correction of Turtles in Time, and we just went on a tangent.
That's a podcast, man.
That's
Don't
a
worry
podcast.
About it. That's a podcast.
That's how the Talkcast goes. Anyway, hey David.
Yeah.
Did you play Hollow Knight?
Yeah, I did. I played like 28 hours of it in the last 4 days, in fact.
I love that game.
I think I'm almost done. I have like just a few more bosses to beat, and besides like the fucking boss rush mode that they added. But dude, that game is in like my top like 8 games now, like top 8. I didn't have a Metroidvania game before, but those games is definitely that genre. Fucking, it's like crack to me. Like I just can't stop.
Symphony of the Night.
Symphony of the Night. There was definitely that. I played a lot on the Xbox arcade version.
You know,
it was awesome.
I love Metroid. Metroid Fusion is one of my favorite Metroid games of all time. That might be a little too straightforward, but I love games like that, and I just can't get into Metroidvanias as much as I used to. But Hollow Knight is such a beacon. Like it does everything so right. Excuse me. I like the art style. It's cartoony, but it's all hand drawn. Like it's impressive. Yep. The gameplay's cool. It's difficult, but it's rewarding if you get to it. I don't know how many times I've lost my fucking shells after having not being able to retrieve my my soul or whatever it is.
Yeah, I never had that problem.
Yeah, because you're.
They also have a mechanic. Well,
try hard.
Just get good, bro. But
you just gotta go to the big girl star. She'll be like, Papa Nada, and then you go buy her fucking thing.
Yeah, buy the map shit.
Or you can go to that chick and then, or I don't remember, that bug at like the far corner of the main hub.
Yeah.
And you just get your soul back.
Yeah, you have to give her a weird egg. But yeah, I never did that because I'm too good. But I did die. I die a lot. There's a mode in there where you can't die.
It took me a while. I actually stopped playing because I couldn't beat the mantises, and then it came back. I wrecked them, and then I did all those like red bosses, the ones you know what I'm talking about, right?
The ghost ones.
Yeah, and without dying, and I was like, God damn, I'm better than I thought I was.
Yeah. I just got like all the health upgrades, the nail upgrade, the most of the upgrades. But I'm still missing a bunch of charms, and I need to beat like all the other bosses that I care about.
I'm just trying to find all the masks still. Like it's been so long.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna not complete it, but like do as much as I want.
Just try to beat the game.
Yeah. Oh, I already did all the mask seal. The seal.
Is that the main game? Just the masks?
Yeah, and then you fight the last boss. I think. I haven't beat it though, so I don't know.
Are you happy about the sequel?
Well, I bought the game because I heard I heard that they were gonna make that game was gonna be just DLC at first, and then they're like they made too much. They're like shit, we should just make a game. Just make us a game.
It looks so. You're playing as the
Hornet.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
She's cool. I'm glad they gave her own game.
Yeah, but I didn't kill her in the main game.
Spoilers.
Wait, what? I mean that's an ending. I already heard about that. We already put spoilers, but yeah. There's like 6 endings in that game apparently, but I'll see what I get. But yeah, I haven't played any of the like GBA Castlevanias or Axiom Verge. I could have. The Epic Game Store had that for free, but I missed it. Whatever. And but I played Super Metroid, Symphony of the Night. You know, just like the staples, and I think some other ones. But this game is great in that it doesn't have too many mechanics to juggle around or things that it really just purifies the experience and into the basics of what you need, and the controls are fucking awesome. Moving around is great, hitting shit is great, and the charms add a lot of cool customizability.
Well, I'm glad you like the game, David.
Yeah, it's in my fucking top favorite games now.
Speaking of favorite games, quick, top 10 games.
Shit, number 1, Paper Mario. 2 through 7, no particular order. Resident Evil 4. Shit. Hollow Knight.
Clock's ticking.
Shit. Let me get my list, you fucker.
I don't even have my list. I think we made lists for this, and I don't even remember.
Not
mine.
for this, fucker. This is my list. You're fucking.
I put him on the spot.
Eat a dick.
Because he's a fool. Let's see.
Piece of shit. Alright. Resident Evil 4, Star Fox 64, Persona 4, Doom, the original, Metal Slug 2, Undertale slash Deltarune, XCOM 2, and Kirby's Dream Land.
Kirby's Dream Land, really? The original?
Yeah, well, I haven't played Superstar or Superstar Ultra. That's the only one I really played. It's the first one I played. It was right when it was pure, when Kirby was white and pure.
Kirby was white and not multicultural, forced, liberal,
copying everyone else's abilities,
trying to copy everyone's cultures. Little pink bastard.
No, he just killed every fucking thing he saw and it was the best.
Mass genocide. No. I love Kirby. Kirby is actually my favorite video game character of all time.
Yeah, we talked about it last time. He's definitely like the best mascot character.
Well,
You gonna talk about your list now?
Hey, I gotta look it up. Hey, David, what else have you played?
You want me to go into the next topic? Because,
you got a bunch of them.
Alright, well, we talked a little bit about Resident Evil 2, but I'll talk a bit more about my experience with it. So, I played it when it came out, and I knew it was going to be third person and everything, but I didn't look too much into the gameplay. I played the demo twice, the one-shot demo. That was an interesting mechanic. That was an interesting gimmick, but I played Resident Evil 2. I think I explained that in another podcast before. I played the original on emulators, and I don't think I played the B scenarios of them, but going through this game, it was really cool to remember where certain areas were and be like, okay, this is coming up, but then also Capcom fucking subverting my expectations and changing it up and fucking me over in some of our areas. Do I have an example? No, I didn't think of an example. Fuck it. Just take me for my word that it happened, because I remember it happening. I really like the gunplay in that, the having to stand still to have a better shot. I did...
Me too, actually, yeah.
That's really cool. Resident Evil 4, it was complete, easy to shoot people and then roundhouse kick and suplex them. It's a totally different game, even though it has Leon in it. But, it's Resident Evil 2. It happened before. Like I said before, the graphics in that are insane, but I'm not really one for graphics, so just it looks really good.
Okay. So I could not find my top 10 games list, but I could find my top 10 video game soundtracks list.
No one gives a shit. That's not the topic.
Fuck. Alright. I'll give you 5 because I can't remember the rest. See, you're prepared. I wasn't. Number 1 for sure is Chrono Trigger. I love Chrono Trigger. That is always going to be one of my favorite games of all time. Number 2 is probably Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, because I played the shit out of that game. God, I must have replayed that game 3, 5, 10 million times.
I'm gonna put my arguments against that soon, but yeah, go ahead.
3. I know it's just a rehash of the first game. You don't have to tell me.
No,
I
that wasn't my point at all. But go ahead.
It did the first game better, and the third one, it did. Probably Super Mario RPG for the same reason. Like the only reason I was anywhere near interested in Paper Mario is because it was like, dude, it's just like Super Mario RPG. I gotta play that. Man, I gotta think about this because maybe 4 and 5 are... I'll just say for now, since I can't remember all the games I played. Put me on the spot here, even though I put you on the spot.
You put yourself on the spot. You played yourself.
There's a big ass spot in this room right now that me and David are currently on. But I'll say Wind Waker and Super Mario Sunshine because I have very fond memories of both of those games.
Cool. Yeah. Wind Waker played a bit later, but yeah, Sunshine was definitely an early game for me. But it was a really crazy game compared to other Marios.
Super Mario Sunshine is such a unique Mario game.
Yeah.
I'm sad I'll never get an experience like that again. For the first time.
Yeah, unless you experience memory loss.
Yeah.
Imagine you drink bleach to re-experience this shit again.
Jesus Christ.
No, you'll die. Don't do it. Don't do it, kids. Don't listen to those kids.
Drink bleach. Be a leech. Anyway. Hey there, boys and girls. This is the Gaming Talkcast. And I thought it would be interesting if me and David just reminisce about games and all the things we grew up fondly with, you know.
Grew up fondling?
Yeah.
I fondled some shit.
Fondled,
N64? All those curbs?
Yeah, dude.
That big joystick?
God,
yeah,
that
boy.
Fucking thick-ass GameCube remote.
The GameCube? It was the smallest one. What do you mean?
No, it wasn't.
It's the smallest controller out of the 3. I guess not the PS2. PS2 is technically smaller.
Oh, of that era, yes. But, fuck it. Never mind. David's an idiot. It's cool.
Okay. I don't know what's going on.
Clearly.
Remember Ratchet and Clank? Remember how they made 7 games of them later?
That series.
Really?
I never played it.
Oh, you're one of those people?
I grew up with the SNES.
That's SNES Buster.
Well, I got the fucking hand-me-downs because my brother got all the new shit.
Oh, so it became yellow and then, yeah, it's a SNES now.
It's my SNES, and then he got the fucking GameCube. And I was like, fuck you, I'm gonna get the 64 and you can't play with it. And he's like, okay. Oh. Well, that backfired. But I had a Nintendo 64 for a while. Played Kirby Superstar, Ocarina of Time, Bomberman Hero. I'm trying to remember another game. Star Fox 64.
Yeah, dude, that's one of my favorite games, as I just said.
I just thought it would be interesting to play all the games I missed out on, so I got that.
Okay.
Oh, Paper Mario! Fuck yeah! Paper Mario was my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Donkey Kong 64. Even though a lot of people don't like it. Banjo-Kazooie. Man, 64 had a lot of dope games.
Okay. So, let's use UK talking about Star Fox versus Star Fox 64.
What, the SNES one or the 64 one?
Yeah.
64 one's better in every regard.
Yeah, I mean the voices, the different scenarios, the graphics, just the playing it because the joystick is very improved. But the only thing that is the music is a lot better in the SNES version, right?
That really ticks me off.
You really like the 64 version? Dude, a lot of the 64 versions of games were the music wasn't as great.
Oh, what does he say? Oh yeah, you're starting to tick me off.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Slippy. David, what I'm trying to tell you is that you're completely wrong, and here's why. I don't remember the 64 OST.
Isn't that entirely the point? Doesn't that completely make the point that you can't fucking remember it?
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, yeah, I remember ding, 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 ding more than anything else, but that's just because that's the go-to Star Fox song for everybody.
Mm. Well, I didn't play
what
that
about
at first,
Corneria? That's classic. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I love the sound clips from from Star Fox 64 a lot. Like, but I think there's a lot more charm in Star Fox. And it's like that's the way they would talk to each other. Like, yeah, that is so good. I love that, and I actually got that Ubisoft game that Star Fox was in, Starlink, for the Switch because it was super cheap because nobody bought it.
Yeah.
But when you pick your character in Starlink, they have like this cool intro, and Fox got the fucking tightest. Like he has an air wing fly by him, and then when it says Star Fox, you go do. And I'm just like, they did the noise.
Damn.
It's so cool. It's so cool.
So, who's your favorite pilot? Including, like, Star Wolf and shit.
Oh.
Mine's Falco.
Leon Kowalski.
The great Leon!
He's cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I like his name, and I think he's based off of a character from a movie.
Huh.
He was based off a character from Blade Runner.
Really?
He's the first the android they find.
Oh.
Yeah, Leon Kowalski. But I just thought he was cool. Him and, like, Pigma Dengar, but nobody likes Pigma.
The traitor. He's the Judas of the fucking...
If I have to pick my favorite... And I know, because everyone hates him, but if I have to pick my favorite Star Fox member, it's Slippy.
Yeah, oh, really interesting.
Slippy, he's just a little dorky kid, like...
I always thought it was a girl.
He had the funnest... Slippy's a guy.
I know, but, like... When I was a kid, I'm like...
You're
what?
really starting to tick me off!
Yeah.
I'm hit! Ah! I don't know how many times people heard that
Yeah.
growing up.
Mine was... Pretty smooth flying, Fox!
There was another one that Falco said. Keep him going. I'm trying to remember it.
I don't... I remembered it before, but yeah. Not off the top of my head.
I didn't play Star Fox enough.
Hey, wise guy! Stop
Just
shooting
like
me! Or
that.
something like that. Shit.
Oh, man! What? I'm getting them all confused. I haven't played Star Fox in years, guys.
Peppy's pretty dope, though.
Peppy's
I
cool.
like- yeah.
Peppy's a strong second. Like,
Take care of the guy behind you, Fox!
excluding Fox, okay, because Fox has to be your favorite. He's
No,
the one
he's
you
not.
play as.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. He has to be
Falco's
your
my favorite.
Oof, get out of my house.
It's not your house.
Falco is a tryhard.
Oh, is this your house now?
Yeah.
Where's your mortgage
Hey,
payment, fucker?
Sakurai, if you're listening to this, please make every member of Star Fox playable in Smash Brothers. Thank you.
Fox McCloud.
Hell yeah. Fox! Falco! Peppy! Slippy! God, I would love to play as Slippy. Nobody likes Slippy.
So it's just Star Fox, Falco, and Star Wolf, right? For Smash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's all you need. Falco's cool.
Are there
Fox is cool.
any differences in their moves?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a Smash head.
Don't you ever ask me such stupid, blasphemous questions.
Jesus
ever again.
Christ! Fine, I'll look at.
They're absolutely different
I'll
characters.
look at the
They're
fucking-
not clones.
I'll look at the wiki next time. I didn't know.
They're not
I
clones.
didn't know. I'm not a fighting game person, even though it's not a fighting game.
But yes, there's differences. It's similar attacks, but it's the way that they're executed and that they affect the other players. That
in
makes the
terms of
difference.
damage and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, their speed probably right. Also,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
like Falco's, all their guns work completely different.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I like the little blue bird. There's this art I wanted to get of him, but yeah, Falco. I like that.
Star Wolf. Okay, hang on. Star Wolf is Wolf, Leon, Pigma, and fuck. Who's the last one?
That's the other guy, the
He's
Andross's kid or some shit.
Andross's nephew or something.
Some shit. Yeah.
Kitty,
Cat?
Cat. There you go.
Yeah, cat. That level's cool.
Who's the dog?
Oh God, Bill, dude.
He's
The
the
dog.
dog. Right?
Yeah.
What's his full name? Do you remember?
No, I don't know if it said it in the game.
Rob. Fucking Rob 64. And,
Yeah.
Sergeant Pepper. Sergeant Pepper.
Yeah, he's alright.
You don't like Sergeant Pepper?
He's alright.
He exists. That's his whole purpose.
He's a government. I don't give a shit. He
He
didn't make that song. He's
He's
like, Star Fox, please fucking help me. I don't know what the fuck to
no,
do.
that's not what he says. He goes, good. something like that.
Nah, he sounds more like a bitch in 64.
Star Fox. I don't know what the fuck he sounds like. He sounds like the dude from Rampage.
For 64, like with Bill, like some of the things were like, oh, you do too well, so you go on to the next harder mission. But in terms of like some of the side characters, like if you don't do Bill's mission good with the flying saucers, you go to the fire planet, and then Bill like saves your ass in that one. Like
that's cool.
You kind of miss those cool interactions if you do too good.
And then they made Star Fox Zero, and nobody liked it.
I haven't played it. I mean, is it kind of fun at least?
I've always wanted to try it out. People say it's bad though, so I just never got it.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just more because the controls were forced to use the gyroscope, right?
You should never listen. Oh, okay, hang on. You keep other people's like opinions in mind if you're gonna get a new game, but always form your own opinion.
Yeah.
Like, don't be if you're really curious about it, then just go and try it.
Yeah. I agree with that, but
that's why.
But also, I think there's such limited time. You only have one life. Like, if there's a general consensus, there's a general consensus where like if people are like, this game is pretty shit. It's like, am I really gonna want to spend too much time on it and money on it?
That's why I always
when you could rent games, it made more sense.
Yeah,
but not nowadays.
Well, that's why whenever I get a new game, I never go for like the major games. I always go for like the side, like kind of lesser known, but like there was obvious like care put into it kind of game.
You mean more like indie games?
Maybe not necessarily indie, but just like Katamari came out and nobody really thought much of it, and then it came out and it was huge, just sold millions of copies. Oh, I'm sorry, 1 million copies.
Yeah, so just not AAA games, more
just like out of left field games, and I always give those a try because I think, well, maybe there's going to be a niche to it, and that's or niche, whatever. And I did that for a game called Gal Metal. And it's kind of like a drum simulator kind of game for the Switch.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really interesting, and I just like picking up games like that, like Wild Guns. Well, with that one, I knew I'd played the original Wild Guns, but I just wanted to see like I wanted the newer experience on the Switch. They got four player co-op. My friends ended up loving it. Stuff like that, like I'm never afraid to try out different things.
I think I just mostly watch a bunch of games and know about a bunch of games, but in terms of playing them, I'm very selective.
I never watch a Let's Play for a game that I've never played.
Huh. That's interesting.
I know a lot of people do that, but it's just ruined. If I know I'm gonna play it, or I know I'm gonna like it, then I just wait until I get it.
Well, in that aspect, I do agree and do that. For games that I know that there's a Let's Play of that I want to watch, but I want to play that game, like DMC4, for example. Best friends were playing through the Devil May Cry series, but I haven't beat Devil May Cry 4, so I'm like, shit, I want to play the game. I need to fucking beat it before I watch it. So there are some things like that. Undertale's a different example. For
Undertale.
Yeah, I definitely saw like a little bit of footage of it, of people playing it. I'm like, wait, I gotta fucking play that first.
Hey,
I don't want to watch it.
Since you mentioned that, I did want to bring up Undertale. Undertale was one of those games I played when it first came out. Like, way back when, it was just so easy. Because all I had was the PC. All I had was PC. And all these games... And my Wii U, but by then the Wii U was dead.
Yeah.
And Undertale was one of those games that like people were hyping up. At least my neck of the woods. That and another game called Lisa, which I won't get into, but I love that game. And when I first played that game, I remembered enjoying myself, but I also remembered feeling disappointed in some way. And recently David talked me into replaying it, but I mean, I want to replay it anyway.
I didn't realize. I was like...
He
gave your opinion on what you thought about it. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but like, maybe replay it,
And I did, and that game is such a little treasure. I don't think I could ever play another game like it, while at the same time, I don't think there really needs to be. You know, it's one of those experiences that I feel like you only get from a video game every once in a while, and I'm glad I experienced it again because it made me like appreciate it just a little bit more. That being said, I don't think it's like this bastion of gaming people are like claiming it to be, but I mean, if I've mentioned anything in these past 2 podcasts, it's that I love music, and that soundtrack fucking kills hard. That's a good soundtrack. The art is really random. Not random, but it's just so inconsistent with what it's trying to go for. And it's one of those games, and it's actually similar to Lisa in a way, where the gameplay and the writing carries it. And the music. Especially the music. In Lisa's case, because the music and the story are what carry it. Or just like its sense of humor. And, you know, that's a question I'd like to ask, is a lot of people make the argument that games like don't need story and it's all about gameplay, but would you argue that maybe just a story or sense of humor are enough to carry like a video game, even if it had like lackluster gameplay? And I'm not saying Undertale had bad gameplay. The whole bullet hell mechanic I think is interesting, but like I don't think that's the what makes people so interested in the game.
Yeah. For your question, I think it depends on how it's done, really, for anything. And how much it resonates with, you know, each particular person.
Yeah.
It really, you know, so if it doesn't land that much with the comedy and the story with some people, then, you know, the gameplay will feel like a drag, and then you might not be motivated to finish it. But I mean, the fact that it was so overhyped with people, and it does speak to how much, you know, it resonated with people.
Yeah.
That game was a lot of different, you know, combined a lot of different shit in cool ways. But yeah, the gameplay was not like the most complicated or engaging, but it did do a lot of, you know, different stuff that I tried to do that made it cool. It wasn't the same shit every time, you know.
Yeah.
It did different weapons, did different shit. Or you can, I mean, the whole thing was having not to fucking kill anything.
That was what made it so interesting.
It was overhyped, but like it was critical to the game story and everything, and it wasn't a gimmick, you know. And there were games that have done things similar, but not to the extent of it affecting the story.
Yeah. In
such a way, I think, you know, and you really. Well, yeah.
No, go ahead, finish.
No, go ahead.
The game Lisa. The reason why they were so compared is that they were both like RPG Maker games, and they were both going for the same like choose your ending kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what makes Undertale so like superior in that regard is that the endings actually, like the outcome of the game actually like changed.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in Lisa, it was more your playthrough changed depending on the choices you make, which has been done before.
Mm-hmm.
But that didn't make that game any less interesting because of it. Because you could like dangerously hurt your playthrough if you make the wrong choices. Mm-hmm. And but the ending is the same. Unless you the whole point of the game is that there's these creatures called joy mutants, and they're taking this drug called joy that makes them feel good. Mm-hmm. But if they take too much of it, they turn into these monsters. Mm-hmm. And the whole game is trying to encourage you never to take that drug.
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
Mm-hmm. And that's the only real difference to the ending. But like the rest of your playthrough of the game is just like
whatever happens. Yeah,
happens. Yeah.
But
and they hold you like responsible for everything. Like, okay, you can do this or you can do that, but we're gonna take 2 of your party members, and we're gonna take all your items, and we're gonna take your right arm, and we're gonna cut off your daughter's nipple. And not all at once, but it'll happen. And you have to think to yourself, do I really want to lose all of this for this? Mm. And it's just such a fucking bastard of a game. It makes you feel like shit, but at the same time, it's got this dark sense of humor that can't help but make you chuckle. It's testosterone filled, and it's gut-wrenching.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I can't wait to play it.
Yeah, I went on a tangent there, but
yeah, we'll definitely talk about it later. A more extent, but just as a note, I think they're made from Game Maker, not RPG Maker.
I think they were made in RPG Maker.
Mm-mm.
Game Maker?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to look that up.
I'm pretty sure they're not RPG Maker games.
It could be one and not the other.
Yeah, well, Undertale is definitely a Game Maker. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Undertale, I didn't really get the hype. I wasn't affected by it when I played it. I mean, I just saw people start to play it, and I heard that they were overhyped with it, but I definitely made it my mission to definitely go through the game when I was interested in it, because I pirated it when I first did it.
Yeah, I did too.
It was just yeah.
Listen, I was not a good little boy. I didn't have a job. I didn't have the money to buy all these games. But someone uploaded it. I didn't know it was going to be huge, but I was like, I'll try it out. Toby Fox was such a dumbass when he released that game, because straight up all you needed was one file. One file that you could upload, and everyone got the game because of it.
I think I think the game noticed that, though. I think there is a line, like some line in there where if you did pirate the game.
But everybody just... It wasn't like a pirate, it was just the GOG file that everybody got.
Oh, I didn't use that one, I think. But
I got that one.
Okay. No, I think some of the versions of the game people pirated had some unique dialogue, I think.
I never got that.
That's...
yeah. Well...
Damn, Kevin! You're so good with your pirating!
I was for
Teach
a long
me
time.
your skill, master!
Until the lawman caught me when I'm down, and I had to stop. But... I mean, I got to experience things because of it. I wouldn't have been able to. So, kids, don't pirate, but if you have...
Don't feel bad about it.
Don't feel bad about it, yeah. Especially if it's shit that you can't get anymore. Like, that's where I justified it.
Yeah, abandonware or unsupported shit.
I couldn't watch any episode of... Oh, no. I wanted to watch complete seasons of MXC, and I couldn't find it anywhere, so I just found them online, downloaded them.
Yeah.
You're not going to sell them Spike or Viacom or whoever.
Yeah, that's the bullshit. It's like, I would buy this if it was available, you fucks. Yeah. But,
you rat bastards.
Yeah, just make sure to use a VPN.
Video games.
Don't get caught.
Video games.
Video games. It's a website.
Wii U don't got no games. Look, Wii U remote looks like a dildo. God bless you,
PS triple. PS triple. Sleek like a...
Sup, bitches.
Chad Warden.
Chad Warden. You know Chad Warden. I fucking love Chad Warden.
I must have watched that shit 20 plus times.
That shit religiously.
Oh my god.
Chad Warden. His side. Kids, if you're not familiar, look up Chad Warden. He's God tier. He's S tier meme.
That's so old.
Yeah, it is. We're old. We're not even that old, and that shit feels old.
Well, we were part of it before the internet really took off, and then when the internet took off, and I think we're the last ones. The kids after us are fucking these monsters that are so into the digital age.
They didn't get to experience the transition from Western to modern internet.
Yeah, or just analog to digital.
You guys don't know how fucking hype it was to find, like, that special website, like, way back when, and see shit you weren't supposed to. Like, it was so hype. It was so cool. There were these websites talking about these things that otherwise nobody would have known about.
Can you, like, give an example? 'Cause I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really?
Yeah.
What, did you just go on fucking Reddit all the time, or?
I don't think Reddit was a thing.
What did you do when you went on the internet?
Go to GameFAQs.
Exactly.
GameSpot.
Okay, so you went on GameFAQs, and they talked about, like, obscure Japanese game that you've never heard of. And then you look it up.
I didn't go on the forums. I want to look up guides.
Oh my god. Okay, well, what I'm saying is that you could see, like, some dude get his nuts cut off, and then...
Okay,
like,
that's what I was thinking you were talking about.
Obscure, like, Japanese shit, or foreign shit that you couldn't have gotten otherwise. And it was cool with being able to share that with people, you know? That's what the internet was so cool about.
That's what your problem.
I'm not talking about pornography or anything, jackass.
No,
I'm just
that's not what I
saying
mean either.
it was
It's
easier
like-
to.
That's you mean just how it was so fucking chaotic?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see.
Just cut it. Just cut all of this. You made me feel like a dumbass. Cut it all, or keep it. I don't know. We'll let the viewers decide.
What?
After the fact, yeah.
They can decide later if they're going to kill it.
I worded it wrong. I said it's stupid, but all I'm saying is what?
You want to redo it?
No, I don't.
Okay.
'Cause it's already been said. This is top tier quality entertainment. Make fun of the dumbass.
Top tier bronze comedy.
Oh, now he's a bronze fish. Anyway, it was easier to download shit too. It was easier to get torrents. It was easier to watch movies. It was easier to download like old TV clips. It was easier to upload old TV clips.
Well, here's something I used to do. I used to download more anime back then, and fucking quality and files and burning to DVDs.
Those old like Dragon Ball, Linkin Park,
Jesus
AMVs.
Christ! No, I mean actual anime.
No, I know, but do you remember those? The
dude,
history of Trunks.
Totally.
Like crawling.
I mean, there were fucking hundreds of those probably by now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a thing forever. I rediscovered, I think it was Aerials by System of a Down because of a Naruto AMV in like 2000 something.
No.
I'm like, thank you AMV for making me remember this song.
It's a good song.
It is a good song. And I'm like, fuck this Naruto shit, but thanks for reminding me of the song.
I always hated AMVs. Thought they were cringe.
You watch AMV Hell?
Anything with hell in it on anything on the internet is automatically a red flag. I never look into those. He just gave me this look of just like, okay. So, whatever. Dude, you gotta check out this page on Facebook. It's called Smash Brothers Hell. Dude, you gotta check out fucking Hunter x Hunter Hell. It's all these stupid, specific, unfunny memes, and I don't want to look at them.
That's alright. I discovered a lot of shit because of them.
I always thought that, like, I don't know, like, series? Like, pop culture specific memes were the worst kind of memes. Like, okay, let's say there's, like, a group of people who love, I'm just looking, that loves Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, they keep posting all these dumb, like, Star Wars pictures, like, that would only relate to, like, Star Wars or the certain group who experienced it.
Mm-hmm.
But then they start posting that in, like, other forums and stuff, and it's just not at all funny.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll do that shit with anime a lot, and it gets so not funny. Like, it was funny in your niche group of people who thought that was funny, but spamming that anywhere else, it's just, like, stop.
Don't do that.
Don't! You cringe!
You fucking cringe!
Listen here, you fucking cringy motherfucker. You come back in my woods with that fucking low tier meme, I swear to God, I'm sending your ass to the internet gods. Judge your ass.
Send you to a swamp.
Put you on blast on Imager. Put up a know your meme page about how crappy your meme is. God, I remember when Know Your Meme was like just starting to become a thing.
Is that a website? Do people really use that website still?
It's like a Wikipedia for memes.
Yeah.
They still use it.
I mean, I think they made videos. It's like, know your meme.
I remember those.
But then they stopped. I'm like, I guess there's too many memes now.
Yeah, there really
is. It became mainstream.
This is, of course, the Video Games Talkcast. We talked about, like, the internet, and then we went from
Undertale to the internet.
Undertale. Yeah, speaking of Undertale, though, I did also play Deltarune recently.
I was there with you for the end of Undertale when you replayed it, and the beginning of Deltarune.
I thought Deltarune played awesome. Played like an RPG, and I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the inclusion of party members somewhat makes it less interesting, in my opinion.
Well, it does do unique shit with how each character is totally different. Susie, you can't even fucking
I
control
like
for
that
like the
you
first half.
defend to get magic. And
Yeah.
yes, you're right. I like how Susie is like you don't get to control her until like the second half. Susie's the best part of Deltarune.
Mm.
Her theme is the best. Her like character arc is the best. I guarantee you she's gonna betray your ass like later on. But then like, I'm sorry, I was a jerk again. Let's be friends forever.
Mm.
Cause like that whole like cliffhanger. Whoa! That whole cliffhanger. Stop! I'm trying to say this one sentence. That whole cliffhanger ending of Deltarune totally sets up that like she's gonna like fuck over Susie or whatever.
I never saw that.
I figured.
But no, I think that definitely is such a great follow-up to Undertale.
Yeah, I do too. I don't think it'll be as big or is anywhere near as big as Undertale,
Mm-hmm.
but I thought it was good. I was not anywhere near. It met my expectations because I knew it wasn't going to be as good.
Mm-hmm.
And that's being a little too harsh actually. I'm not even saying Deltarune's bad. I like Deltarune. I just knew that it wasn't going to meet the standard that Undertale set.
Well, it's also because it's the first chapter and it was free.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Toby Fox said he'll take like at most like 8 years or something for it to release.
That's too much.
That's like
For the second chapter?
no, for the rest of the game.
Oh. He said he was going to get a team, so we'll see.
Yeah, if it does get completed, I'll fucking get right on that.
I'll buy
I love
that.
shit.
Dude, we should just like meet up and like play the game.
Yeah, dude, I'm down.
And we'll stream it. We'll stream chapter 2.
We're not gonna make videos, not do actual like let's play videos. Streaming is a lot more easier.
Yeah.
Totally. Just put up the whole thing on YouTube and no one will watch it. Just like our podcast.
David, one day me and you, in the future, nowhere near now, we're gonna each get a day off. Somehow. And we're gonna stream for a whole day.
Every day can be a day off. We just quit our jobs and become leeches on other people.
We're wages.
Minimum wagers.
Yeah, dude.
Put your wager up, brother.
I need to make money so I can play the games I can't play because I'm too busy making money.
That was so true. Like 2 years ago, but I think I have a good balance right now.
Good.
Undertale is on my top 10 list, as I mentioned before, but it would not be if Deltarune wasn't a part of it. I think Undertale by itself was a great experience, and I loved it, but
I feel like that doesn't count then.
what do you mean?
Undertale and Deltarune do not equal one game.
Sure, then have it take place in
That's why-
2 spots, but like I think having them together, at least with Chapter 1 of Deltarune, makes it for me a lot more better package. Like, because just the improvements between them.
Well,
I can't wait to see what they do in the next one.
The way I do lists is that, and I actually remember doing this for my top 10 video game OSTs. I had Jet Set Radio and Jet Set Radio Future as one slot,
Mm-hmm.
but when it comes down to it, they're from the same series, but they are not the same game, and it's 2 completely different soundtracks. So I separated them right next to each other.
Mm.
I don't. If you want, you can put Undertale and then Deltarune, but I feel like that defeats like the purpose of a top 10. You're not supposed to like set up these special rules for yourself. It's a top 10.
Why the fuck not? It's my list on my phone.
It's your list on your phone, but that's not a top 10. It's a top 12.
I'm sorry, I
11.
don't fit your goddamn regulations.
Well, God damn it, it's my Talkcast too! There you go. It's my Talkcast too.
You don't have to like it, but it'll be there, and you can do nothing about it.
You know, I never liked David. I always thought he was a jerk.
Wow.
No. I love David.
Don't say it like that. Fuck that. Oof. Okay.
Anyway.
You looking at Miku there?
No, I'm looking at Battleborn. You bought Battleborn?
Dude, is at the $5 discount store. I'm like, I gotta fucking buy it now.
Dude! Oh my god. At my Christmas party, when we were doing at my Christmas party, we did a Bomberman tournament, and whoever got 3rd place got fucking Battleborn.
Oh That's
Ooh.
fucking awesome.
David's laugh. I love your laugh, David.
Good. I think it's growing on you.
It is. It's absolutely growing. I need to hear it more though. What? Why don't you do it in my ear, like real quick? Ha! There you go. It grew. There's a fungus on my ear now.
It'll spread like a virus.
Oh shit! Funguses aren't viruses, you fool.
I said like a virus.
Like a virus spreads for the very first time.
Like a virus. Got infection.
From that dude. Didn't cover his mouth. He was being real rude. Anyway. Now, what was that movie? I think it was like South Park, where they made like a... It was like Terrence and Phillip, and I guess one of them made like... I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a rape joke or everything. And he was like, rape isn't funny, you fucking dick face. It's like, ooh. That's what's going here. What's going here.
I think, well, the movie version did have everything uncut, so you can actually hear what they say.
It probably wasn't that one. I think it was like episode, though.
Oh, okay. Did they release in the DVDs just uncensored shit?
No, they bleeped it themselves.
I mean, that makes sense.
For a long time they did. I don't know if they still do it.
I'm just curious if they release it uncut. But some stuff is better, funnier when it's censored.
Yeah.
For real.
This is, of course, the video game Talkcast.
Part
Talkcast!
1. Part 1.
Yes, part 1. Anything else you wanted to bring up? That was Undertale, that was Deltarune, and any other tangent we went on.
Well, it's on the part of the topic list. Undertale was, for me, now it's crossed off.
Whoa. I wanted to talk about TMNT. We already did that. I don't know. I guess that's it.
Resident Evil 2 is really fun. If you haven't played it yet, play Leon and then Claire. Because Leon...
is cooler.
Let me give you a specific reason why. Spoilers, no spoilers. Leon's weapons... Well, in the beast scenarios, you get a special pistol that isn't in the regular game. So it means you get special ammo instead of regular handgun ammo. This is cool for Claire's gun that she gets because it's a fucking 6-shooter that she kicks the hammer and she goes ba 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 ba.
That's cool.
So that's but for Leon's it's just like a 45. Just he holds it like
One
this,
hit.
like it's really stupid, like gangster style because that's how it was in the original game. There's a callback for that. But it's a good gun, but the regular pistol that he gets in the A scenario is the Matilda. In Matilda, you get upgrades for it for the recoil, a stock that
Speed it up.
gives you 3 burst fire, and extended magazine. And if you do the beast scenario, you still get those upgrades, but you have to make the ammo yourself. Instead of find it, because you're finding the special pistol ammo instead, and that's so fucking lame. So, in terms of gameplay, play Leon first, Claire second, but canonically, it's Claire and then Leon in terms of the scenario.
Play Leon because he's cooler, and then play Claire. And in Resident Evil, play Claire. Jill. Jill because she's hotter. And Chris, if you want to punch boulders. Actually, I really much prefer Claire's playthrough because I just like the interaction she has more. But Chris does have Rebecca, so that's a +1.
Yeah,
he's got Rebecca, and he has the flamethrower. But I recall you don't use it much. Don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Good game.
Yeah, that HD remix was dope.
Anything else we want to touch on?
I have a big topic if you want to get into it.
How much time we got?
No time.
Fuck. Looks like we're never going to get into it.
No!
Next week is the G4 podcast.
Alright, if you will humor me,
I'll tell you what.
I will bash the fuck out of Kingdom Hearts 3.
I'll tell you what, David. Just to compensate, next week on part 2, we will have an extra long podcast so we can have time to talk about Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yay!
And G4, one of the greatest and only gaming channels in the history of TV.
Yep.
To be fair, it really is one of the greatest because it was the only one. But, well, it was there for us.
There might have been better ones, but we'll never know.
Yeah. Maybe in like Europe or something.
Australia has a cool game show though, but it's just a review show. They didn't have like crazy shit or hosts or anything. They didn't have Adam Sessler.
Nobody
that
likes
sex
Adam
beast.
Sessler.
No, we'll see next week, you motherfucker.
You like Adam Sessler? He was cool back then, but he's kind of a fucking asshole now.
We'll get into it next week.
Yeah. I don't like Adam Sessler. I like Morgan Webb.
Morgan
I don't think they
Webb.
like each other anymore.
I wondered about that, but we'll see. Yeah, maybe we can do some research.
Excuse me. Wow,
Oh.
you didn't say bless you.
Are you Catholic? Are
Yes,
you
I am.
Christian? Wow.
Bless me.
God,
I'm any religion. I'm any religion you need me to be, as long as I'm blessed.
All right, I got on my knees.
This is how was it? This is the point of my dance. Good. You ever seen that video?
What? Which video?
It's like the girl. She's like, then I put it on my head. This is the point of my dance, and it's like two naked girls dancing to take on me on the stage, and then like the lady who choreographed it like runs up in front of the stage and starts doing it too, and it's like just. I'll link it to you. I'll link it to you. It's really stupid. I love that video though.
What's it from?
It's on YouTube, man. And
Okay.
because I think because it's performance art, it's not like considered pornography, even though she's straight up naked. But I'll never forget that.
Good to know. All right, guys. We'll
right,
end it
guys.
there for part 1.
This is the end.
The end, my friend.
Now I got some more fucked up videos to talk about. How about that?
Sure, G4 definitely talked about web
Fuck
videos and
video games. This was never the video games talk. We're not talking about that next week. No G4. No more no more Talkcast for that matter.
What the fuck?
This is the last one.
Shit. Hey, Kevin.
What?
Take your pills, damn it! You're talking
No.
crazy, motherfucker!
No, I don't want to take my pills.
Take your pills!
Bye, everybody.